Nothing. So,
Yeah, oh yeah, look, that's crazy. I'm here watching the Law of One, still trying to get through it. Look, yeah, I can ask you some questions about this stuff. You might just know, we ain't even got a chance. We could just, if you want to just talk about this right here, because I got some questions about this right here. So, do you understand like the spiritual growth process? This is what we're going through right now. It was saying like the different densities of, I guess first density is I guess like flowers and trees and
yeah, bugs and stuff like that.
yeah, and then second density they move to I guess they're like animals.
Mhm.
You animals, and then third density is what we are now. Conscious, understanding right from wrong, and I guess the concept of love and helping ourselves for others. Is that true?
Yeah,
This is the low one. This is the low one. This is Rye. I'm gonna talk to you about Rye.
I think it's all love is just expressed differently, but
Yeah, this also said that too. Yeah, said that too. Yeah, it's crazy.
like the minerals and the rocks and stuff. That's the beginning. That's like the form the beginning of physical form in reality. Then when you move to the second density, like wolves, dogs, cats, that's the raising of consciousness, and
Yeah.
you know, and then the third density, you can find humans. Then you go up, you go up, you go up, you go up, and then it all starts all over again.
So
One,
look, so is it what about like animals? Certain animals, how like dogs. They always say dogs are man's best friends, such as cats. So I was. It said in the law of one. Do you think it's possible that? I mean, like faster. Is it could it speed up the process if a dog is around a human, interacting with a human on a daily basis? They said like they said here the next life the dog can become third density human. Is that
mm-hmm.
you heard that?
Yeah, that's amazing you said that, man, because my perception is like when animals start to integrate into becoming around humans, that's their
Uh-huh.
process. That's the last process before they themselves become humans.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. Yeah, yeah,
you already knew it, huh? You've been studying.
yeah. I'm on it, man. Like I've been me and my old lady. We just sit here and like we just trying to get a better understanding of everything, man. Like we motivate each other. But yeah, I'm glad I met you though, man. Cause I just wanna, like I said, I got a lot of questions. Regardless, like we ain't like right now we ain't got a channel if you don't want to, but I'm still trying to get an understanding. Right now I'm on like session 30. I was actually we was actually just talking about something. But it was oh yeah, and it was talking about the planets right here around Earth. It was saying Venus. I'm assuming Venus have already. I guess they had like their atmosphere was more harmonious. I know with love or whatever it was, and their I guess their evolution process spiritually was faster. Was faster than any other in our atmosphere. I guess. I mean in our solar system. This is Venus, and then I was talking about Mars. Mars was what is that? Hold on, let me go back. It's a okay. It said Mars. It said that upon an entity known as Mars, as you know, already discussed, this entity was stopped at mid third density, thus being unable to continue the process of progressing due to lack of hospitable conditions upon the surface. So this is Mars. We look at Mars now. You see it. It looks like it's dead. But it said, I guess it said this planet is undergoing a healing process for our space time millennium. I'm like I say, like I understand this, and it talks about the metaphysical history and so forth and so on. I'm just trying to, like I say, man, I'm so glad. I just want you to be so real because I want to be part of this too, because I can spread it. And I was, like I say, I'm listening to some of the stuff that you put down. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm listening to some of your channels, and are you recording right now?
yeah,
You are recording?
yeah.
Oh, oh.
What, you want me to cut everything out? Cut the.
Now, I just want to ask you this. I just want to ask you this. Well, look, I'm just ask you this off that subject then. So look, this is so weird. So last night, right, I went to sleep. Okay, I'm asleep,
Mhm.
and I get up and piss probably 2 times a night. No telling. It depends on what I do before I go to sleep. If I smoke, it seems like I have to pee more. If I don't, I just sleep through the night or drink. You know, it don't matter. It's certain shit that I do maybe pee more. Anyway, long story short, so I woke up. I remember probably about the last time, about 6 o'clock, went in the bathroom, just happened to look in the mirror, noticed that my earring was on. Like, you know how you sleep. And I got 2 earrings, just small earrings. Just keep them in. I would never take them out. And it's just so weird. So I went back in the room, looked for my earring, like it got to be in the bed somewhere. So I looked in the closet, and it's like, you know, the back piece. You know, normally if you sleep with the bed, you know, if you lose it in the bed, it's kind of like you lose the back piece. You got 5 earrings here and there, you know. But it was together, like it was on. Like I put it on. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't do this. And I found it and I put it back in my head. Just put it in a while ago. So what the fuck you think this was? Like my earrings was in my ear and it was out my ear and it was like it was put together. You know, like you put the back piece on because you don't want to lose it.
Do you have some connection with a heavyset woman that's passed away?
Is it heavyset? Maybe not heavyset. Light skin. I mean, well, a woman that just passed away, kind of sort of. How long ago?
Just connected to you through blood.
Oh, through blood. Heavyset woman. I can't really. No, I don't think of nobody that I know died. Yeah, I don't really know nobody that died. Definitely no heavyset person. Maybe a man. My cousin just died recently. He was kind of big, but I think he dropped weight. I don't know. I really don't.
It doesn't feel recent. I think that earring thing is some sort of connection that you got with somebody you've been related to. Maybe it could even be an ancestor, but there's something going on that was some form of communication to you.
Think so?
Somebody was trying to communicate. Somebody was trying to use that to communicate with you.
So how the fuck? Like, I'm trying to communicate all the time. So look, how weird is this? So look, let me tell you how crazy this is. So about 2 weeks ago, you know, I get into this meditation, trying to start meditating, and you know, like you say, you see colors. But so I'm looking in my eyes, like I don't know if I told you, I was looking into my eyes. It's weird. Like I had my eyes closed. I was looking, trying to look like I don't know. It was like a red post. Posting me, and then I start to see like images coming across, and I was just trying to figure out what this might have been. I don't know. I was looking though, like I was trying to look in my brain, kind of sort of look to my third eye. I can't really explain. Like I was trying to actually really see with my eyes in my brain, and I was actually seeing like a post, and like I say, I started to see like images. It wasn't really vivid. But I made like one of them out was like I say was some bikes, and I was standing by the bikes. I can't really remember nothing else. You know, it's just an experience where I'm just trying to get an understanding of what's going on.
Do you have some sort of connection to Egyptology? Anything having to do with Egypt? Like, have you looked into anything like that?
Yeah. I've been into that really kind of strong. Amun, you know, the guys. Amun's supposed to be the creator, I guess, the creator of all. But who do you believe is the creator for everything? Like who we started with? What do you think his name is?
Hold up, bro. I'm trying to channel. Listen, there's an entity. If you go back and you listen to my channeling session I did with Treb had connected to that other reptilian. Did you hear that? Did you hear the full one or no?
I'm not sure. What was it talking about?
He had connected to a reptilian for me. I asked him, did I have any connections to reptilians, and he connected to a reptilian that is known as the Naga reptilians, and a lot of them like to look out for humans. Since he did that, I've been meditating on that particular reptilian that he had brought forth, and I'm trying to meditate on I'm trying to meditate on the entity right now. Hold on, let me finish. I'm meditating on the entity right now when I'm listening to you talk, and you got some sort of thing going on with Egypt, man. When you talk about the Law of One and Ra, there's something that you got some deeper connection to Egypt. That's why you're so drawn into Ra and the Law of One. It's not just the information. You have some sort of connection. It could be a past life or something, but you have a deeper connection to Egypt. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm willing to understand. I'm willing to accept that possibility. But I just can't accept. See, this is what I don't want to accept. Like if I did have a past life, see, I don't want to accept that I didn't understand what to do. I didn't accomplish what to do. You understand what I mean? And now, I'm in the process of not understanding and not knowing and trying to learn it again. Like I don't want to feel it. I want to, accomplish it before I die. I want to accomplish this and ascend. Like I want to be on these high vibrations. I want to go to full density. I want to understand how everything works. And the way you're talking, well, you're understanding things. It seems like maybe you are on, a higher vibration than I am and normal people that I'll be around. And I'm trying to, reach where you are and reach that understanding where certain things don't bothers me as much because I'm emotional balanced. I'm emotionally balanced. You understand what I mean? Like I want to balance these emotions. I'm trying to get an understanding of everything. Because with where I'm at and the people around me, it's a lot of. I ain't gonna say the type of person I am. I really don't, get into conflict. I try to avoid it. I'm kind of a outgoing person. I'm a Gemini. With what is it? The astrology, not astrology, but the zodiac sign. That shit is true. That's so fucking crazy. Like it's crazy. Like sometimes I gotta learn myself, and I can read some of these day-to-day posts. Sometimes like it's crazy. Like I can read some day-to-day posts and I can see it where it worked in my life. Like I don't watch it like on a normal basis. I was on it one time, and I would just I didn't understand like how is this more related to my life than the Bible. Like I don't understand, because this is what I was grew up on, the Holy Bible, and understanding the concept of if I don't believe in Jesus Christ the right way, or if I make a wrong decision and do something wrong, smoke weed, have sex, whatever it is, I'm when I die, it's eternal burning. I'm gonna burn eternally. Like, and that gives you a sense of fear. I'm scared. Like, and it still kind of it dwells in my brain somewhere because I don't want to feel like I'm wrong, but it's crazy because it's like subliminally I feel like I'm right. Like I just know that I'm right. Like it's not a hell, and I just feel comfortable explaining like the afterlife. The process of what might happen when you die to other people to give them a sense of security. Versus living in fear. Versus living in, oh man, if I smoke this cigarette, or if I do this wrong and I don't have forgiveness, I'm gonna burn eternally. It's kind of it scares you. You know what I do? Let me tell you what I do to a lot of people. I give them this example right here. This is what I do. It sounds so crazy, but this is really what I do. I say, hey, now if you right now I'm asking you this. I'm talking to you. Let's say for instance, like we was real cool. I lived with you, and you had kids. You had a little girl, for instance. You had a little boy, little girl, little boy. So you got a job as a merchant. You had to go across the stage for 5 months, and you ask me, say, hey, look, man, can you keep my kid? I gotta go to work and shit. And before you leave, you tell your kid, hey, don't smoke cigarettes, don't drink beer, don't do it. Now it's bad. You better not do it. Okay? And you say, all right, my niggas, take care of my kid. You gone. So all right, 5 months pass, you back. Your little girl smoking weed, snorting powder, drinking beer. And you look, and you like, what the fuck did I tell you not to do this? And you like, yo, Marky said it was cool. He said it was cool, Daddy. Now look, if you have the authority to punish someone, who would you punish? The little girl that not know nothing, that's confused, or the guy that understands what's going on? Who would you punish if you had the possibility? The ability to punish somebody, the authority.
I would have punished myself for arranging the situation.
Okay, do you know what? And that's on it. You know what's crazy? Who the fuck? Nobody would say that. And that's that's fucking love, man. That's understanding. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's understanding. You know what? That's cool. You know what's crazy though? I'm telling you what's crazy. I'm like that too, man. I'm like that too. Like I feel like if something happened negative to me, it's my fault versus it being somebody else's fault. Like happens to me, it's because of the decision I made. Versus it being somebody else provoked me to do whatever it is. I feel like it's always it's me. Sometimes I might point a finger saying shit, but always real when it comes to a serious matter. I understand the truth. I always do. I always did. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I was getting when you were talking, on the real tip. I'm meditating right now. Um, Honestly, I'm getting an interpretation that you do have some type of connection with Egypt, where you did something with saline.
Say it again?
You had something going on with saline on the river. You have a life in Egypt where you had something to do with saline on a river, and something had to do with pottery. Maybe you were selling pottery off of your boat, but there was a woman that you had came in contact with during your traveling when you were selling pottery, and she was depressed and she was lonely and she had a lot of issues, and through your knowledge you helped her get right with herself and pull her out of her demise. You assisted her in helping her out of that. And I think that's connected with your life now. Maybe it could be your girlfriend or somebody else maybe you're related to, or a friend or something. You're you're gonna help you have some connection to helping a woman learn knowledge about herself and helping her gain something.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
See,
But
you can have 100 simultaneous parallel lives, or 1,000 of them. Some of them are future, some of them are past, but they all exist in the now. And
yeah, I was looking. I understand that. So I was just looking at something about the
right,
parallel. It's crazy. Yeah. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, but there's something when you look at the Ra and the Law of One and all that. That's good. I'm getting the feeling, you're learning a lot from that, but you have a much deeper connection to Egypt itself. That's why I think that Pacific information is Egyptian in a way. I think you have your connection to Egypt. You're getting that from the Ra stuff that you're looking into.
Yeah, it is. It is. There was connected with Egypt one time. They did say that. It's crazy to say that. These raw material, it was connected with Egypt when they was when they was first around when it was first connected to infinite intelligence. That's what they said. Around the time when they was first because these are the guys. Supposedly, these are the ones that made the pyramids. The first pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
Other ones, but the first pyramid, they said they made it with thought. You know how it's always debation about how it was built, aliens helped, and blah 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 blah. It was they made it with thought. The Federation, I guess it was from Saturn, not Saturn, but Venus. They just said they home here was Venus. So I guess like I said, they was on a smarter than us, and they was trying to share love. Show us how to connect with the cosmos as far as the pyramids. That's how get us a sense of understanding. The mind, body, and spirit versus the reality that we live in. But I guess over time, people got greedy and said, hey, we use it for money, and all the confusion came in after that. So that's what I guess that's what put held everybody back or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I did get a sense of, it's crazy that you say that though. Let me tell you something, it's crazy. Look, so when I was first reading about like ancient Egypt and learning Amun and the gods and the whole creation process, you listen to?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, look, what I understood is, look, it's crazy. I was driving one day, and I never in my whole life seen an eagle. It's like an eagle stopped and stood on the tree. I was riding by, it like crossed in front of me, and it stopped and stood on the tree and just started staring at me. And it was weird, so I stopped my car, and I said something to it just to see what would happen. Yeah, but ain't nothing happened, so I just run out. It was an eagle. I ain't never seen an eagle. Like, how many times have you seen an eagle in your life? I mean, far as not at the zoo, just there go an eagle. Yeah.
I think I saw one once before, and that's probably about it. I don't think I've seen it twice.
Yeah, I never seen an eagle. I never, or I never paid attention to it at least. But I have read that he kind of comes through here through I guess the spirit of an eagle or something like that. I don't really know how it works, but I guess he watches over sometime, but come through and serve through the eagle body or open up a channel, and I don't know how it works, but that's what that's what it is. It sounds kind of it made sense to me. I can't really explain that, but it made sense when I seen it.
You know what, man? I think a lot of this information you inherently know, like the information that you're learning now. I think a lot of it you already know, like you instinctively already know. But
I be thinking that too. Yeah, it's crazy. I be thinking that too because it clicks. So sometimes it clicks so fast, like it comes so fast. So I be thinking the same thing.
mhm. What do you? So the you know what? You have me very interested in the Law of One. I think tomorrow or sometime this week, I'm gonna start looking into the Law of One and Rod all that.
Yeah, look into it, man. Like seriously, man, it's pretty. I like it, man. I really like it. Like I'm really interested in it. And I'm always seeing, I look at it. I haven't been on it long, maybe like a couple of months, probably. Oh, since September. Okay, since September. What girl this is? But yeah, I don't even understand how I even found it. Like I don't even know where it comes from. Like it's crazy. I have no idea where it comes from, and I don't know if a girl found it or I don't know. But I'm always on, like I say, trying to get a better understanding of everything because I see so much deception and I see the experience you go through ain't really enough to to make you happy and love to give out love to everybody because you see what's going on you feel like this is it and this is gonna last. So if I do get a chance, I'm gonna say fuck everybody.
Hey, bro, you ever see DC Fly?
You saw the nigga the nigga that be on YouTube and shit.
Yeah, blazing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, man. I saw him on there. He was on there lighting people. He tripped out, man.
Yeah, funny ass dude, man. Yeah, he thought Chris Tucker, man.
Yeah, that's who he reminds me of too, man.
Yeah, that's what he trying to be like. But ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how he got where he at though, for real. That Chris Tucker voice. That shit crazy.
Yeah, he's trying to get famous on there, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he almost there. He probably about F class famous right now. He be on Wildin' Out. You gonna be watching Wildin' Out?
What's that?
Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon. No, so MTV is on MTV.
Oh, for real? The DC Fly goes on there?
Yeah, he on Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon and then who else there? Bill out of motherfuckers there. You never seen Wildin' Out?
No, I never seen that.
Never even heard of it.
I'm gonna have to YouTube. I'm gonna write it down right now. Wildin' Out. I'm gonna.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, I haven't watched MTV in a long time, man.
Okay.
You used to blaze back in the day. You used to get on people too. You used to blaze people in school and stuff.
Still do right now.
You be getting on them.
I mean, I don't do it to a point where I make a person feel like, man, shit. I'm like, yeah, this nigga you want to fight? No, it's like just just little jokes. I ain't really try to put you down. I ain't the try to put you down type of guy. I understand the difference. I understand the difference between a joke and too far.
Hey man, soon though you're gonna keep researching. You're gonna have your own YouTube channel, huh? You're gonna be on there, like talking and stuff, teaching people.
I ain't teach them. I'm not. Oh no. I mean, I'm gonna teach people around me. I can't teach the world right now. I gotta get stronger. We gotta get stronger. Like we gotta get stronger. Listen, you're gonna be a part of what I'm gonna do. Like you're gonna have to be a part of it. Like you're gonna have to. It's gonna be crazy, but it's gonna work. But it's gonna work. It's gonna take some time, man. Take a lot of time because there's a lot of people out here that from my understanding, that want to keep the truth information. Everybody get on a high vibration. They don't want it out. Like they don't want it out here. So I'm trying to. You got to get around it. You got to get around however that works. And from my understanding, what I think I understand kind of sort of. I watched it. This might sound crazy, but I was watching this video, but I wanna kind of say. It's not true because of the way I understand things now, but I still want to say it's a chance that it may be. I was watching this what is it? It's called The Secret Covenant, like Illuminati, The Secret Covenant. You ever seen it before? It's just Covenant.
Oh, I didn't see a lot. Yeah, I know you're talking on YouTube. I didn't see a lot of stuff about the Illuminati on YouTube.
What about The Secret Covenant? Have you seen that one?
The Secret Covenant?
Yeah, Secret Covenant.
I might have seen it, man. I've seen so many videos on there about the Illuminati. But
can you look at that right now? Can you look at that right now? Or you want? Or can you listen?
Hold up. Yeah, I can look it up on my phone. Hold on. The Secret Covenant?
Yeah, just put in the Secret Covenant and you will see it come up regardless. I'm gonna watch it with you. I want you to watch the one that's 7 minutes. But see, this is giving you the idea, like it's like you say, like it's not a coincidence that people.
Oh yeah, this on the Alex Jones channel.
You seen this before? You seen it before? Hold on.
No, but I used to watch him for years though.
Okay, so you think he's true, right? Or do you feel like it's just deception? You just feel like it's just a distraction, or how you feel about it? But look, I want you to just look at what he talk about it, because it makes too much sense to me. Like it makes too much sense, like as far as the way things work, and I understand it. Like now you talking about energies and these type of energies and frequencies, and it makes too much sense now. Like okay, hold on. Hold on, let me go through that. I'm trying to get you. Hold on. Okay. The Secret Covenant. Go to the one that's it's the Secret Covenant of the Illuminati and Anunnaki. You heard of it, Anunnaki, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the damn, I guess the bird people, whatever I look, the DNA manipulators. I heard.
Yeah, extraterrestrials, aliens.
Okay, I'm back. Look, I just want you to get an understanding of what I'm getting at. As far as I understand that it's a force out here that doesn't want people in third density of, I guess, certain areas to reach higher vibrations. It's like a repeat. You die, right? It's like a repeat, right? If you die with negative emotions, negative everything, don't you come back and repeat it again, another life, and the very same motherfuckers that's at the top? That's what it seems like to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It just seems that way to me. Okay, this is covered. Okay, it says, are you looking at it?
Mhm.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, I used to listen to him for a long time, man. For years. I was listening to him years ago. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's probably the same. Yeah, it's probably the same guy. Yeah, he probably knows.
Look at that, Trump. He got a new video. Trump babe speaks out. Damn, she's fine, isn't she? You see that?
Which one are you watching?
I was watching the one you said, the Secret Covenant, but
7 minutes video. I'm watching the 7 minutes. Both all of them really the same concept, but the 7-minute video, the one I was talking about, the one that says.
Oh, where it shows somebody shopping? Yeah, the Secret Covenant of the Illuminati and Anunnaki. Okay, that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, so I just clicked on it. Gotta watch it at the same time.
Yeah, man, this is like, I started off watching this type of stuff, man. This is going to tell you about how, like, they try to cut down the population, and they change the educational system, and they change the medical system, and they control the world and stuff, the New World Order. That's like the basic premises for like conspiracy culture. That's like everybody who looks into this stuff usually starts looking through this stuff first. Like you start your journey, bro. You just starting to look into this stuff.
This is what I was saying. Okay, it says at the end. My whole point for asking you to watch this. But anyway, it says at the end that that if we find out who they are, that we find out that we are one. I guess everybody find out that we all are the same and we all are one. That the veil will be. I guess we'll go to fourth density. Consciously. I guess But anyway, and the veil would be the veil would be lifted. I guess you'd be able to see who they really are, you know, the ones that's deceiving us, the ones that's trying to keep, you know, the people, some, you know, certain people down certain areas, putting these fusions out, whatever it is, you know, however they do it, you know, like I say, through what you say, the food, through, you know, at different frequencies and different metals, soft metals, let's say, and, you know, different types of drugs or whatever it is, you know, medicines they put inside our bodies. And anyway, it says that if they find out, if the absolute find out, they would be sent to the depths in which they came for infinity. So I was just wondering, was that a twist on it to give you that idea of it's a hell, yeah, it's a punishment, you know, for negative actions, you know, or for, you know, for negativity or what, you know, whatever it is, you know. How you feel about that? That sounds crazy.
I think a lot. To be honest with you, man, I don't think those type of people have as much power as you think. I think they want you to think they have that kind of power. Like once you find out that there is people who have agendas like that, okay, it exists. But at the same time, though, man, I'm telling you, learn this knowledge and you can have this knowledge, but spiritually try to empower yourself through the meditation. Try to eat right, you know, eat right. Take the steps necessary for yourself to become the light. Those people can't control you once you are responsible for yourself. Like me and you, we're taking responsibility to learn the knowledge and to move. A lot of people out there, they spend all their time watching like football or, you know, they just want to have sex and get drunk and stuff. They don't really care. And so that's why it's so easy for like people in the government to manipulate people because most people don't care. You know?
Caught up in materialistic, caught up in physical.
Yeah, if you're cool, if you're right within yourself and you like meditate and pray and look for answers like what you're doing, you're already doing it, bro. You're already on your way. Once you start doing that, there's not too much anybody else can do to you. They're only able to do what they do because most people are outside themselves. They're not paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
They ain't paying attention to nothing, man. They spend all their time, you know. They don't people. If people got a good job, like if somebody has a good job and they got a lot of money coming in, they don't care what's going on.
Well, look, according to let me just say this too. According to my understanding, as far as the law of one, a person that person, because we do have free will, we are allowed to ignore the creation, the creator, and you know, and you know whatever it is, we live life and you know on this planet, you know. But if we live it through love, you know, through love and light, you know, according to you know how we live, we still can you know ascend to you know I guess a higher vibration, higher density, you know, higher dimension, you know, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
I mean, according to the law of one. You know, you that's because of free will, you know. Because I guess once you reach fourth density of light, understanding, you understand who God is and what everything is, because you actually become part of the body. You know, you actually become a part of the body. I guess connected, like you know, like a network. Fourth density, you connected. Just the light density. I mean, that's my understanding as far as how this goes.
Yeah, bro. You're ascending through fourth density. You know, we're already on our way right now.
I'm trying to go now. I'm trying to go, man. And you know, it's crazy though. So look, do you want to try to channel Jesus?
Channel Jesus?
Do you want to try to, or you know, somebody that can give us some real you know vital information?
Hold up, man. Give me a second. Let me see if I can. Let me try to get in the meditative state. Okay, how I picture Jesus is being like the Christ, Jesus Christ, Christ consciousness. I picture him being like enlightenment, you know, spiritual enlightenment and all that stuff. I'm gonna try to manifest in my mind a connection for that. I'm gonna place an intention to connect with the, what we're saying, Jesus. Let me see if let me put it in my mind and try to connect, and we can see what we can do. Give me a second, all right?
All right.
I'm connected to some energy. I'm connected to a particular energy.
Feel positive?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Put a question in. Let me see what I can do.
Uh, ask Jesus if he comes back to earth.
Jesus is on earth through the enlightenment of individuals. Through the enlightenment of people's hearts and minds, Jesus is on earth. It's not as an individual is going to come back and walk the streets with people. Jesus is a spiritual presence through the hearts and minds of individuals. Through love and consciousness. Jesus is a being that exists, but it's more of coming back. The concept of coming back is more of a metaphor. It's more of like Jesus never left, but the coming back is people awakening from within, like an energy.
Okay. Ask Jesus, how can I get this healing power to heal my people, mentally and physically?
Daily meditation and belief, putting an intention in yourself that you're going to be able to do this, that you're going to be able to heal people, putting an intention out to the universe to give you the ability to do it, and meditating on it at least 6 hours a day. If you were to meditate on it for 6 hours a day, 6 hours a day, every day, within what you call like 4 to 5 months, it would be possible to see results. But you would have to meditate on the energy. Meditate on that energy of healing. Picture yourself healing and healing others, and 6 hours a day, meditate on that, and manifest that energy. Then within 4 to 5 months, you will be able to go out and place that intention on people and see some sort of result, and it will build from there.
Okay, if I can accomplish this healing technique and spread it to my people, well, will I be physically harmed?
No. In what way? In what way? Why would you have to be harmed?
I feel like it's negative entities that doesn't allow such miracles or such techniques amongst society, because it takes away from the economy.
So you believe a negative entity has more power than your intention to help others?
No.
Then how can a negative entity get in your way? If you don't believe a negative entity has the ability to stop you from helping others.
So is this the same case with Martin Luther King? He felt like somebody was going to kill him, so he became harmed. He became dead, whatever.
Martin Luther King scenario was a theme that had to be played out. It was a theme that he would go along, he would help people, give people an example, and he had accomplished his theme. He accomplished. He was an example to the world, and he accomplished everything he needed to accomplish. And his final message to others was, the same power I have, you can do it yourself. You don't need me to do it for you. All of you can do it yourself. And when the time for his theme to come to an end came to an end, that's just the way it ended, him being shot. But no negative entity stopped him. That was just his theme, his lesson, his example to the world was over, and it ended in such a way to show that he was a normal man. Had he not been shot, and had he not went through that, he would have appeared as some sort of supernatural ability, something that none of us can do. Because he was shot and killed, he displayed to the world that he is a normal man that believed in his ability.
So, were you a normal man?
The concept of man and the concept of man through the thousands of years have changed. The spirit is number one. When you manifest in the womb spiritually, you bring a certain energy. And when you grow as a man physically, the energy that you manifest may be of supernatural ability, may be of what you call supernatural, off-world, but the physical manifestation is always going to be that of a normal man, but the energy might not be that of a normal man.
Oh, okay.
You can bring in an energy that is normally beyond man, but you will still look and walk as a physical man. Everybody's a son of God.
Yes, I understand.
Everybody's a son of God, and when you're born as man, the energy that you carry may be way different than other men, but you're still a man. But you're displaying energy that is yet beyond man.
Is it okay to ask more questions? So look, I just got a question that's kind of off the subject real quick. I have a girlfriend and she has a son that's like autistic, and I was wondering like how could we get him to communicate, with us, or interact with society, understanding, understand it.
Does he like games?
Not, no, I don't think so.
No type of games?
No.
What's the furthest communication you can carry with them?
I don't understand what you mean.
In what way do you start communication with him?
I talk to him. We talk to him. Communication while speech.
All right. Does he talk back?
No. He mimics things where sometimes, but it doesn't. It's not clear.
At whatever the smallest level of communication is, start there. Even if it's holding of the hand or anything, start at the smallest level of communication and work your way out from there. Start there, and then slowly work out.
Can you give me an example?
Has there been any level of communication already made?
As far as when he wants something from the refrigerator, sometimes he might grab my hand and point towards the refrigerator, or he might get his stuff when but we try to tell him don't go to the refrigerator, but I does because he'll leave it open. So yeah, sometimes he'll get my hand and take me to the refrigerator. I guess that's a form of communication.
Do you think next time that happens, you may be able to try to enhance the interaction in some way? Next time he grabs your hand to go to the refrigerator or something like that, is there a way in which you can enhance the interaction?
You mean like saying going to the refrigerator? Something simple as that.
Can you can't put anything else with it? You can't use that as an open door? He is going to open the door of the refrigerator, right?
Oh, okay.
That's a sign, an open door, opening the door. Maybe the beginning of opening of the communication can start there. Try to find a way to be creative and add something to it. Try to put something extra to the communication. Maybe it's the way you say something, maybe it's the way you do something. But if there's an intention to interact with you, then you have an intention to interact back. And you can use that opening of the door as a beginning, and then keep working the process.
So Jesus, okay, back on, trying to understand you. So, what density are you in right now?
Ninth.
Ninth density. I was reading the Law of One, and they were saying that Jesus said we know it was fourth density or fifth density. This is incorrect.
There's several Jesuses. The collective consciousness that believes in Jesus existing, that believes that believes so many people have put an intention to connect with the concept of Jesus. There has been different concepts created of Jesus, if that makes sense. Such as the South American, Latin American countries, they have a different interpretation of the energy of Jesus. So they have created a perception of Jesus. The people of the North Americas, the people of Europe, the people of the Middle East, everybody, many different groups have interpretations of Jesus. And because of their belief in that interpretation, an entity has been created to take that place. So there is more than one Jesus. Jesus is an energy. And because so many different groups of people have put their belief in what they would view Jesus as, the energy is so strong there has been several different manifestations
of Jesus, of this energy.
Of the energy.
So Jesus was created by people. So he didn't actually walk. That's kind of what it sounds like. I'm sorry if I got confused.
There is, if you're looking for a physical man that took the place of Jesus Christ, that exists. That reality exists. But there's also a reality where there was no Jesus. There's one reality where it's just a story. But then there's a reality where the character, the figure that you know in the Bible actually existed.
And went through torture. I mean, went through, being stoned and hung on the cross. Did this happen?
It's hard to see, but the figure was more of a political threat, more of a threat to institutions, of financial institutions, banking, higher education. It's perceived at this time that maybe the individual was beaten to death.
Yeah, that's how everybody perceives it. The dying on the cross signifying the dying for our sin. So this is not correct. There's no sin or the understanding of right and wrong. It's an illusion.
The concept of dying on the cross was not for sin, it was for the love of humanity. Not to die for somebody's sins, but to die for the love of somebody. To take a final punishment, to accept death for the love of somebody else. Not to die for their sin, but to die for the love of them, trying to help them.
So him dying signifying live this way of life to accomplish the fourth density, to ascend. You know.
Ascension has nothing to do with it.
No.
Ascension has nothing to do with the concept of dying on the cross. The concept of dying was to die to prove a concept of love of humanity. Ascension has nothing to do with it. Ascension true ascension will take place naturally. It won't come from praying to anybody who died on a cross.
And naturally, you mean by intuition?
Day-to-day life, with the small choices you make in day-to-day life, little things. When you attach to the small things in your life in a way that represents that of higher consciousness, higher development, that's what you will start to ascend. When you're displaying the behaviors, when you're interacting with your normal life on a moment-to-moment basis of that energy, you will slowly gravitate and ascend through cycles. Your body rotates at different amounts of cycles. When the cycles get higher and higher and higher, you can even appear to others to disappear out of their reality, and that's ascension. True ascension is not you going anywhere. It's others around you ceasing to see you because you've gravitated to a higher rate of cycles than them. So they see you as ascending, but to you yourself, you won't see that. Ascension is for observers, not participators.
Oh, okay.
You appear to others to have ascended, but to yourself you won't. That's the true meaning of ascension. Others see you as that, but you don't.
So, did I have a past life? Is this my first time living? Do you know who I am? Are you aware of who I am?
I can't pick that energy up at this time.
No. Jesus, I'm listening.
I lost connection, bro. Did that sound right? Did that sound right?
I mean, I can't take nothing away from it. Can't take nothing away from it, man. Oh, you think do it tire you out like to do this or something like to pick up energy?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I went into like a meditative state, and I put an intention, and I pushed the energy off of me, and I felt a strong energy come back, and it did feel loving and positive. But I don't know. I can't. I don't know. What I think happened is I connected to the energy of the concept of Jesus. If there, whatever Jesus is, whatever it is, I connected to the energy, but it wasn't that strong though. The connection wasn't that strong, but I did get some energy. I got enough energy to try to answer your questions. But did any of that sound right, or did it all sound like it could be? I don't know, man.
I mean, yeah, like I say, it just didn't. I couldn't, it didn't sound. You just sound basic, like I said. And
some of it felt real right. Like some of the answers I gave you, it felt right. But on some of the other answers, the connection, like I didn't feel like I had strong enough connection. The energy didn't feel like I was connected strong enough to the energy to bring through a articulate answer.
Okay. So what? Like Jesus talking to you? Like it's like you can see the words, or like you can just like kind of convert them, or.
No, it's a feeling. Like I feel the energy. I felt the energy, and I was describing through words. I was translating the energy into words.
Yeah, I understand what you said, because the energy is like it has information inside of the energy too.
I think there's something real, because when you said ascension, I had never thought about that before, and then the energy I was feeling was telling me strongly. It came through real strong, man, that the ascension wasn't for the individual ascending. It was for the observers around. They see you as ascending.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had never. That's crazy that you asked that question, because I had never thought about that before, and how I gave you the answer, I don't know where that came from, because I wouldn't have been able to think that up on myself. I never would have thought. Had I not did the channeling thing, I never would have thought of that.
So that's where it could have came from. So look, maybe he can't really tell me about his past life, because we kind of. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
But you know how you asked me? You said, "Do you know who I was in the past life and all that stuff?"
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't strong enough with that energy to be able to receive the information to tell you. My connection wasn't strong enough with the energy to be able to pick that up.
I don't want to have to look. I just don't want to be like, yeah, I got it wrong. I want to get it right.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. That's all it is.
But earlier when I was channeling the reptilian energy, the Naga reptilian, I had picked up a life that you had in Egypt. My connection's a lot stronger with the reptilian energy.
So you want to contact a positive reptilian? I can talk to what it is.
I have my strongest connection is to reptilians, to Naga Earth-based reptilians that are friendly to humans. That's my strongest connection.
What about the Pleiadians?
I don't know nothing about no Pleiadians, man.
Oh yeah.
I never placed an attention. I've learned I trust the reptilian energy more than the Pleiadian energy.
Yeah, you hear so much stuff about the reptilians, but I'm just pretty sure it's like it's like any other people. You got people that.
Hey man, everybody that's always took the word of some white people showing up with blonde hair and stuff. It's always some crazy's always happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I ain't really. I'm pretty sure it's different ones. But yeah, so is it so can they manipulate like third dimension? Third dimension, like far as looking human.
The Pleiadians?
No, the reptilians.
The reptilians that I connect with, they don't use as much technology anymore. The reptilians that have the intention to cause you harm, they're big into technology. They're deep into technology, and the stuff they do, the metaphysical stuff, but they're real deep into technology. The reptilians that no longer have a negative intentions toward humans and want to assist humans in their spiritual progression, they've stepped further. Yeah. They've stepped further away from the technology because they don't need it. But they're more into like doing things naturally, like the astral travel, the
So they can do that right. So they can astral travel like right now.
Yeah.
So they can just they can go to sleep like or meditate, and their spirit can leave and let you travel the universe.
Yeah, of course. I saw one, man. Listen, I swear to you on this is no lie. This is my word to you. No lie. I swear to you and everything. I was sitting down one time and I was talking about the this was after I did my channeling session with Trev. I was talking about the Naga reptilians, and I did a video saying I had graduated from the conspiracy. And I got up and I was walking towards my a door, and I saw a light gray skin, kind of bluish, but real light gray skinned reptilian-looking entity appear. But it appeared in such a way that it was almost like a mist, and it was almost like the entity was showing me that it was standing with me on my spiritual journey.
Mm.
Like the entity was congratulating me on an aspect of my journey.
Okay.
And that's real, man. I know I might sound crazy to you, but that's real. I saw that.
Cause I feel like, cause I have read that a lot of them are here to help too. People that have graduated from third density, and they do want to help. A lot of us grow. So they do try to guide us and stuff like that. But I haven't heard this. So
well,
yeah, it could have been. It could have been.
Well, overall, what the reptilians have learned is when you divide and conquer and divide and conquer and divide and conquer against humans and other species out there, and even other reptilians who might be other reptilian groups who might be against you, when you cut and divide, because you're in that energy, pretty soon you're going to end up fighting amongst your own people. You're going to end up cutting and dividing against your own people. You're going to end up going to war with your own people because of that energy. Inwardly, you're going to have problems inwardly. And so a lot of the reptilian groups have recognized by fighting and by trying to hurt humans, they're bringing that energy back home, and they're going to end up hurting each other. And most reptilians are very, very strongly connected to family and bloodline. Family and bloodline means everything to them. And so instead of disrupting their own family and their own bloodline, now they're recognizing that humans are a reflection of themselves, and so by helping humans, they're strengthening their connection with their own people.
Okay, makes sense.
Just like look at L.A. Look at the Bloods and the Crips. There's more Crip. I mean, at least how it used to be. There was more Crips killing Crips than Bloods killing Crips.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the energy manifested back.
Mm-hmm.
And so the reptilians, a lot of them aren't going to go along with that because they don't want to see themselves and their offspring at each other's throats. They want to see the survival of their bloodline, and so now they will assist humans. So a lot of them aren't going along with the whole divide and conquer on the humans.
They try to. So what about the New World Order? This is not coming to pass. This is not. I mean, the way the economy looking just down like a lot of deception going on. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to have to be ever. I don't know how it's gonna work.
I think honestly, my personal feeling is I think a lot of the groups. There's a lot of groups out there that are in the gray area that aren't all bad, but they're not, as what you might perceive as, if there is such a thing, all good. And I think they're moving away. Some of them are moving away from the gray to the white. Some of them are starting to gravitate more towards a positive energy. They're not, you know what I mean? They're slowly stepping away from the negativity. They're slowly graduating to a more positive walk, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and understanding. Yeah, love and understanding, basically.
Right. There's just as many groups out there to help you as there is that want to hurt you. And that's the flip side to the conspiracy culture, bro, is there's a lot of people who place all their energy and intention on negative groups want to hurt people, but there's just as many groups out there that try to help people behind the scenes that isn't spoken about either. So it's a dual. In my opinion, I'd say overall there's more positive energy than negative energy, but there's a lot of people who want it to make it appear as if there's more negative energy to confuse you.
Yeah, you're right. Confusion.
Right.
So, you wanna channel down reptilians?
Yeah, we can try. Let me see.
You scared too, man?
No, I'm not scared to.
And that's the thing is fear. Fear is an illusion.
No, well, I got nothing but love for the reptilians, so I'm not worried about connecting with any negative ones. All right, hold on a second. Give me a second, all right? All right, I'm gonna check. All right, go. Ask some questions.
Where do reptilians originate from? The Draco constellation.
The reptilian family has no origination. They exist coherently now. There are many different timelines. There are many different timelines that give a description of the origins. But even the Dracos are unsure of the true origins. It is not known where reptilians come from. Historically, there is beginnings, but there is no true trace of where it begins. Nobody knows where the ancient reptilians have come from.
So did the reptilians come from dinosaurs that was here first on Earth and second density?
Our race came from a mixture of ancient reptilian and earth reptilian. First, the earth reptilians were created from a species of reptile that were first seeded by the ancient reptilians. And then the ancient reptilians came back and created the earth reptilians from that species. Our species is a mixture of the second creation, the earth reptilians, and the ancient sixth density reptilians.
Okay.
What you perceive as the ancient sixth density reptilians, they move fluidly through time, through the matrix, so to speak. They can open and close times, create times, bring certain Earths back and forth. Yeah. There is no fixed timeline as to when who was created. It's whatever you connect with, whatever state you're in, will connect with that particular path.
That makes sense.
But what you perceive as being the dinosaurs, many of these animals were a collection of reptilian type creatures that were brought forth to Earth to put the Earth in certain balance. It took thousands of years to decide which creatures would be brought forth first. And then it was decided from there on how to engage on creating the Earth reptilian. The Earth reptilians were originally meant to be preservers of the habitat, to preserve the habitat, to keep the animals and to keep the creatures and to keep the balance at a certain point.
Okay, that makes sense. So do the reptilians live in caves in the earth, under earth?
Some, yes.
Some called hollow earth. So it's a hollow earth. I think it's that.
There's what you call underground caverns and tunnel systems that are inhabited by reptilians. Yes.
Can you describe the characteristics of a reptilian? The physical characteristics on Earth, their density.
Which reptilians? There are many different types of reptilians. Some have bluish, greenish skin. Some have white skin. Some have bright green skin. Some have yellow skin. Some have spikes. Some don't have spikes. There are many different forms of reptilian.
Are reptilians able to manipulate their dimension, the transform into a human? Deform.
No reptilian can transform into a human. It's your perception that sees this.
So it's a manipulation of like a mind manipulation, so to speak.
It's a conscious projection of energy, and your brain picks up on it and perceives it as being a human. There are certain signals that are projected.
So
there's certain signals that are projected that are compatible with the human brain. And when you pick up on these signals, your brain will see a human, but you are not looking at a human. There is a manipulation of energy to project the signals to your brain to make you think you're seeing a human. But there is no true transformation into a human. It's more of what you're seeing is more of a mirage.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So what is the secret covenant of Illuminati and Unite?
Repeat the question.
The secret covenant.
The secret covenant of the Illuminati?
Yes.
There is no secret covenant of the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a conglomeration of several groups that act synchronistically with each other.
Do they vibrate on negative energy or positive energy?
The energetic signal that we pick up on is of a lower frequency. Come to us.
Yeah.
As our people are now, it's of a lower frequency.
Yeah, I understand. So is it possible that I had a past life as a reptilian?
Is it possible that you have a past life as a reptilian?
Yes.
No. You're more connected to the Pleiadian Andromedan life. Andromeda.
What skin complexion are these people? Can you describe these people to me?
Hybrid species. Hybrid species of gray, a mixture of gray and humanoid looking.
So can you explain the spirit the spirit complex when death comes about? Like what's the process?
The spirit complex?
When death comes, like when you die, what happens?
go to the ghost zone. The ghost zone is an intermediary that allows for you to reflect, but it's of higher frequency. When you die, you accelerate to a higher frequency. If you're in the third density, you go to an area that's considered the fourth, right between the fourth and third. Slightly into the fourth, but still in the third. If you die in the fourth density, you go to an area that is much like the fifth density.
So you have to die in the fourth density in order to...
You go to the ghost zone. Each density has a different ghost zone. All entities go to the ghost zone. The ghost zone is where you reflect and wait and decide where to go.
Can you explain death in fifth density? Is it a population?
Many entities in the fifth density that die agree to go. It's instantaneous. It's more of like a fading out than a physical death on Earth. On Earth, you can be hit by a car or a shot. In fifth density, you at some point decide when you want to go more forwardly. It's the death is not as hidden.
Okay.
It's more of are you ready to go? It's not so much death as in the sense that you're being taken out from unexpectedness. It's more of a agreement up front.
Are the Pleiadians the bringers of light, or are the Pleiadians deceivers?
Man, when you just asked me that, I hold on a second. When you just asked me that, I just saw this weird underground place, and it had like a red carpet, and there was these walls that were made out of. It was like walls made out of stone, but they were thin walls and tall. It was like a room full of walls. And it was misty.
So the Pleiadians might be no good, huh?
No, I don't think it had anything to do with that question. I think it was just an image that flashed in my mind.
Just for light and love.
Huh?
I'm gonna try to meditate, man. That's what I'm gonna try to do for a long time. I can't focus for even like an hour. I can't even focus for an hour. So look, what happens when you're dreaming? Like, what is this state? What is this state of being like when you're dreaming?
Hold on, bro. I'm tired. I'm gonna answer your question just as me. I'm tired. I got pulled out of my meditation. Were you saying what happens when you're dreaming?
Yeah. What is that? What's going on here? You understand that?
Well, like I told you before, I think the physical state that you're in right now is the dream, and your natural home is the spirit world. I think a lot of times when people are dreaming, they go into the spirit world, or they just go into their subconscious, like they go into their subconsciousness.
And that becomes like an actual. I don't know. It's crazy. Like I heard people say, you ever heard of a lucid dream?
Yeah.
You ever people say they could like take control of what they're doing?
You never had a dream before where you knew what you were doing?
I was aware of asking an entity questions. That's about it. But far as like blind or nothing like that, no, none of that. You ever had dreams like that before?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So it's just that easy. You just get up and fly.
Mm.
You you was abducted?
Was I abducted? Yeah, I think I've been abducted before.
What makes you say that?
I could just feel it.
Yeah, not a dream state. I used to self-consciousness is the thing that's really, when you see them, you really don't really realize what's going on, but your mind catches it, and when you dream, it comes back. So what you mean by subconscious?
What I mean by what?
Like the things we see on TV,
Uh,
like like stuff we watch or be around, and we're really not conscious of what we're looking at, and but I guess our mind still sees it, and and still remembers it, and when we go to sleep, you said something about we being our subconscious mind. So that's the things that like come up in our dreams, like the things that we have seen earlier in previous days or weeks or whatever.
yeah. I've had it the other way. I've had it to where I dream stuff and then I turned on the TV and saw it on the TV. You know? Like I'll be thinking something, I'll hear it on the radio.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Yeah, that is crazy.
Hey man. Hey, hey, you ever seen that girl Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Damn man, I wish I knew her.
Yeah, try to get in contact with her right now.
How? In my mind?
Cause you can't do that to other people.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna try to do that, man. Hell, people. That's damn. That's crazy. I might have to try that sometime.
Yeah, no, you can't do it. I guess it's in the pineal gland. It's like a receptacle anyway. That's crazy.
I don't know. She doesn't strike me as the type of person who would want somebody to try to do something like that. So I don't want to.
She probably listen to her, but all you gotta do is tell her, look, get on the first plane, wherever you live at, and she'll come there, right, knocking right on your door. That's what you gotta do, man. Simple as that. She come right over there. Mind control. You got mind control over Debo.
Man, hey, you know what though? Think
Yeah.
about that though. That chick, she has all those hotels out there with her name on it, Hilton.
Oh, so does she own them hotels? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
pretty much. Yeah, she owns. I mean, they're her people's.
Oh, so that's what
Her people's own them. Yeah.
that's do she?
Huh?
She don't even do anything. She just so she was married to a guy or something, right? Oh, that was Jessica Simpson. I remember that. That was Jessica Simpson. I okay. That's great. It was like girl.
I saw Rihanna before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her. I saw her before in person. But she was standing. She was standing by that red carpet place on Hollywood Boulevard, and she was like off. They had everything like closed off, and you could walk on the sidewalk, but there was this like they had like the red velvet rope tied to those gold things like the walkway. It was like they were gonna do. She was there doing something. I walked by her, and she's small in person, man.
She do look tall on TV.
No, she's not tall. She's small.
She make you look good.
She might be a reptilian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A reptilian? Oh, I thought that was pretty tall.
Huh?
I thought reptilians were kind of tall.
They can be anything they want. She could be a child reptilian manifesting itself as a human. Could be.
Never know, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I would doubt it now. My understanding now, I wouldn't doubt nothing the way the DNA works. I guess it's a whole lot of different species from here, from different over the universe.
You ever heard Dr. Z York?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? It's crazy you say that because I was wondering. He said in the introduction to one of his books, I think what is the beginning, might have been the beginning, yeah. And he said that I came to this planet to show your people What did he say? I can't remember what he said. The ways of overstanding, the overstanding, the right. Oh, this is what he said. He said, "I came to your planet. I came to your planet, and I guess he mastered all the masons. Became the master mason and so forth, so on. He said he came to our planet to for the right overstanding, the right overstand. I forgot it was some more stuff. I can't really remember exactly what it was. But the way he sounded like he was from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Was he? Was he from somewhere else?
Probably. He might have. I don't know. He might have been just saying that, or he might have had some connection somewhere else. He probably did.
Yeah, I read about that in New York.
Yeah, he got so many audios, man. If you go on YouTube and you type in Dr. Z York, there's like 200-300 damn audios he got out there.
You ain't never heard of Dr. Sabi?
Dr. Sabi?
Yeah.
You know what, man? I just did before I called you. I did an interview with this other dude named Black Dot L from Australia, and I think he said something about Dr. Sabi.
Yeah, Dr. Sabi, man, he's he's an herbologist or something like that. I can't remember how you said it. But either way,
He's from Chicago.
I think he lives in. I think he got he might live in America, somewhere in America, but I think he has a village in Honduras. But it's just pure everything. Everything over here is mixed with steroids and other stuff to kill us off slow. But the stuff that he made cures diseases, and they don't want them over here in America. So he got it in Honduras. Cure any disease, any disease known to man, any disease known to Western understanding, Western science or whatever it is. That's how you say it. Western medical science. Any disease we know of over here, you got a cure for it. Any disease. He said every disease, the basis of it comes from mucus. And it makes sense to me. I was just thinking the other day, how it seems like when you get the flu, when you get a flu shot, it gives you the flu or something like that, or you might not get the flu. It might get the flu. It's just these tactics that they have to inject this poison inside that prevents, prevents your body from being clean, prevents your body from filtering this mucus, and wherever supposed to clean our system, the foods that we eat. To make our pineal gland, strong. I guess we could get this connection that you can channel. Everybody get this information and understand it. Even if the vibrations, around where we at ain't, positive, we get the right understanding. You can see it from a different perspective, accept it with love.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about the love and light.
Yeah, love and light, man.
Yeah. Man, they're out there tripping, aren't they?
Well, look, man, I ain't gonna talk your head off, man. We can talk again tomorrow, man. If you still trying to channel, man. I'm trying to do it every day. I'm gonna start writing stuff down, man. I'm gonna start trying to meditate a little more for real.
But no, but I'm just saying though, like that woman, that Paris Hilton chick. You see how she was on there with Juicy J from She's up there with. There was a video over out there with Juicy J from 3-6 Mafia.
Oh, you talk.
You know 3-6 Mafia, stay fly, 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 fly. You know that song?
You talking about Katy Perry?
Katy Perry?
What's the name of the song? How the song goes?
No, but I'm saying 3-6, the group 3-6 Mafia from Memphis. They were out there. They were out there with Paris Hilton on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Right. But they could do it like that because they're rich and famous, huh?
I don't know how that works, man. Now that we seeing this Illuminati thing, it's kind of, I don't know how this works now. So look, how the fuck? How can you tell your soul work? Like, how can the fuck can you tell your soul will? if you already understand, like if you die, you're gonna understand regardless. So, what you selling your life? Is that what I mean? Your present life. Like,
In the Illuminati?
Yeah, how does this work? Can you sell yourself? You know, you always hear about I sold my soul to the devil. You know, I sold my soul to the devil. So materialistic, you know, earthly good, you know, whatever I work. How does this work? It's not true. You ever heard of this? I'm pretty sure that you heard of this if you were, conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I heard. I've been hearing that a lot over the years. That some of the movie stars and stuff like that, they have to sign blood contracts and all that to do what they do. I've heard that, and I've heard that they can't make more than 3 movies. If they make 3 movies and they haven't sold their soul, then they'll kill them or something. I've heard that before. I've heard there's a lot of rumors out there.
I mean, so what? How can you sell your soul? I don't understand. Like, how can you sell your consciousness? How can you get out? How can somebody else or some other entity have control of your consciousness when you die? Like,
I don't think you sell your soul. I think they make you believe you sell it. I don't think you can sell your soul to somebody. I think what they do is they make you believe you sold your soul, and they attach you to energy. They attach you to demonic energy, and they get in your mind and all that stuff. I think it's a mental thing, spiritual thing. My advice would be I wouldn't get caught up in none of that, man. Like if I was gonna be trying to be an actress or a movie star, I wouldn't get caught up. You start playing around with people, man. You don't know what you get involved with. You end up around the wrong people, and you're signing contracts and all this stuff, and you got these people in your life and all that. Stay away from that stuff, man. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in general, man.
yeah,
Like people, you never know what you're getting involved with, man. You talking about millions of dollars and movies and all that. You get caught up in some stuff, man. You never know what's out there.
It's a lot out there when it's big money, more problems.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just in America, but it seems that way. I guess it's all in your mentality, though. Seriously, you know.
Well, look at what most people are after when they want to become famous. Most of them are expressing a need for greed. It's based on sin. It's based on greed, lust. It's based on a lot of that stuff in Hollywood. People want to become. It's all based on sin. And so, what type of people are going to be connected to that? They're not going to be people that you want around you. You know what I mean? Isn't that what the fame's all about? It's power?
Yeah, you're right.
Power, and so what type of people are going to be involved in that? You're going to be caught up with people who are involved, and you're going to be and you got a lot of money involved and all that stuff. So you're going to be around you're going to be around some extremely disturbed people, and that's not an environment I would advise somebody to put themselves in. So, so of course, yeah, I mean they're not going to turn somebody. They make you famous and you get a lot of money. They're not going to give that to you for no reason.
Look, you would do it right now. Look, so right now you're trying to tell. Look, I know for a fact. I don't feel like I would. But look, right now you're trying to tell me. Let's say for instance, right now, if you walked in the store and Brad Pitt walked over, you say, "Hey man, look, shit, dog, you look just like the guy I was looking for, man. You portray the image I'm trying to get right now. Look, I need you. We got my producer pay you $2 million for 7 scenes in a movie. Probably consists of about 20 minutes. All you got to do is sign this contract, and you can make 5 more after this. Probably about 14 million each." So you would say, hell no.
That sounds a little too. That doesn't sound right to me. If somebody came out of nowhere and said that, I would have to really look into it. Huh?
Brad Pitt said, "Oh shit, nigga, you look just like the nigga I was just thinking about for a movie. Look, you can play this villain, blah 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 blah." And you like, hell yeah, nigga. Shit, I can do this.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. There'd be a lot of temptation there. I hear what you're saying. I feel you. I'm talking good now, but you're saying they approached me with all the money and all that stuff. What would I say then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
you got me there, man. You got me there.
he
It's
did that
it's easy.
position.
Yeah, it's easy for me to talk now because ain't nobody approached me with it. So
I just feel like different. It's different causes, man. Different. If you know the outcome of it, you wouldn't do it. A lot of people probably don't really understand the outcome or know the outcome. Maybe they just get lost in fame and
well,
really,
uh,
yeah.
Bruce Lee's daughter Shannon Lee, she did 2 films. She was gonna do a third film, and somebody else had told her, "Don't do the third film. If you do the third film, it could mean your life."
Damn.
So I don't know. You know, I don't know, and that's not me saying that. That was out there in the media. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know. I don't. I learned to stay away from all that stuff like celebrityism and being popular and all that stuff. You know, that's not for me.
Yeah, you know what? It's not. Yeah, I'm like that to me. I'm more of a humble type of guy. I rather if I am ahead of the crowd, like if somebody can't see me, I mean if I am like the voice of the crowd, it's always something to try to get people up there to understanding about something spiritual. Something spiritual. It's always something spiritual. Like spiritual is something about enlightenment. I'm gonna say something about enlightenment. But other than that, I'd rather not stick out. I'd rather not stick out if I'm not talking about nothing like that. That's just how I want to stick out. If I do, something positive like that, have that voice.
Well, just keep a positive mindset, man, and try to embrace people on like a on a platform of what you say like love and light. Embrace
Yeah,
just embrace people in a positive way, and try to stick to that.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Always positive. Always positive, positive, positive. So you stay positive through everything. You've been through a lot, man.
Yeah, I've been through a few things, and you
What?
know, I try to keep a positive energy going. I pray, I meditate.
So
Um,
who do you pray to?
huh?
Who do you pray to? You pray for Achilles?
No, man. I don't. No, no. I pray to the infinite Creator. Like I visualize creation. The universe. I put an intention out to the universe. I put attention out to the Creator for love and support back.
Okay,
I
yeah, that
I
makes.
I love and support the creative universe that sustains me here, and so I put out an appreciation with the intention of love and gratitude, and I embrace that, and I look forward to that being reflected back to me.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes so much sense. Yeah, you're pretty good, man. You're pretty good. Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. So you know what? That's crazy. They say the one infinite creator, and then they say Adonai. You ever heard of Adonai? Adonai, Adonai,
Adonai or Adon?
Adonai,
Oh
Adonai.
no,
Hey,
I never. Who's that?
the craziest thing is this is what they say. In the law 1:2, they say the one infinite creator, and then they say Adonai. They say we leave you in the love and the light of the one infinite creator. They say therefore rejoice. Those that therefore rejoice and rejoice in something else, and the infinite one, the one infinite creator, Adonai. So you say Adonai.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Adonai. I never heard that before.
every at the end of every session, at the end of every session of all the law one. This is how they leave it. I leave you in the love of the light. Hold on, let me go to one. Hold on. I'm just gonna read the whole bottom book. Let's see. Pretty cool though, man. I
Hmm.
like the law. I like the law one.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm glad you pulled my coat to that. I'm gonna look into that.
You gotta look into it, man. Yeah, you get it. You get it probably. It's like information. Like it's right here in front of it, even though it's not connected with intelligent energy, what it is still in a way, but it ain't connected with infinite energy. But it's here, like as a recording or something. Seems like it's pretty good, so you still can get the concept of it. It just gives you a better understanding. It gives me a better understanding anyway. Let me see what it says.
I am I greet you with the love and the light of the infinite creator. We communicate now.
That's what you said. So look, this is somebody channeling too. It's just supposed to be channeling too. He said, I greet you in the love and in the light of the infinite creator. We communicate now. This is the greet. This is the greeting. At the end, he said. That's why I was like, when you just said infinite creator, like, okay, I think I understand. I'm just looking at, even though I'm still like, I'm still kind of biased. I mean, kind of, not sure of everything, but I'm still trying to get an understanding of everything. Also, I know I talked to you.
You're doing good, man. You've been putting out a lot of energy into discovering more about what's going on in the universe, and you're already learning and stuff. You're doing good.
So look, this is what he say. This is what he say. He say, he said, okay. He said, I am Ra. He said, I leave you, my friends, in the love and the light of the one infinite creator. Go forth and rejoice in the power and in the peace of the one infinite creator. I donate. I donate spelled ADONAI. ADONAI. I just want to know, like, this like Rock. I think Rock's supposed to be like, I forgot what Rock. I think density. I forgot Rock was, but Rock was the other, like the bringers of the law of one.
Yeah, the Adonai sounds like it's connected to I heard that Michael Desarian guy talking about Aton, the light, the sun, or whatever. Like, I think Adonai is something to do with the sun.
A 10.
Huh?
Yeah. So like, a 10 is Amun. A 10 is Amun. Amun Ra, and Amun, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's what a 10 was. Amun Ra, and Amun, the sun god and the creator.
Mm-hmm.
And the creator, so they came up with a 10. But at first it was I guess separate kind of sort of, and it was Amun, and it was Ra was the sun, and then it was Amun, the creator. It separated itself supposedly from maybe love, the light, I guess. But at the same time, it still was him. It still was part of him. So it still is him. So I understand the concept. Like I said, it's just similar to me, but it's still kind of another blank spot I'm trying to fill in, get this true understanding of everything. Because at first, I was really into ancient Egyptian routine. I was getting into the balancing of the heart and the feather, and trying to understand, like, it's still based on sin, but Christianity, it's still the laws of Christianity, basically.
Hey, bro, I'm not trying to hold you up, but I gotta my mother was trying to call me earlier, man. I gotta call her back and see what's going on.
All right, bro. You take it easy, man. Hit me up tomorrow, man.
All right, man. We'll try to do this again tomorrow night or something.
All right, bro.
All right.